How do you do, kind folks? Slam and Skits back together again. Hey!
Hello.
Son, how's it going?
Not bad, not bad. Just,
Beeping and bopping?
Been another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar.
Another dang,
day.
Can I leave yet?
Another day in the old grindstone there.
Oh yeah. Typing on the old keyboard.
Would you say that's your dream job there?
Yes and no.
What would be your dream job, son?
If I could do board repair for the rest of my life, that'd be sick.
That's nice. You know who also
got it there?
You know who also wanted to do her dream job? Audra Winter.
Oh!
So we're diving into YouTube drama or TikTok.
Book
talk drama.
I actually know about that now.
Book talk, booktube, whatever. Son,
Bookify.
Do you? By the way, I'm doing pretty good as well.
Oh yeah,
I've been
doing all right there, Sham.
I've been doing all right. I've been diving headfirst into this drama here. That's it's sort of sad, sort of hits close to home. We'll dive into it hopefully later on in the pod or whatever after this. But anyway, onward and upward. Let's talk about Audra Winter and on to Audra Winter now. So
yeah, tell us about this fine lass.
Ladies
in the book talk world.
Well, first, do you know what book talk even is?
I do.
All right. Well, what is your definition of book talk? Because I'm interested in knowing this.
I do not know what book talk is.
And the Niddick is special guest appearance from the Niddick.
Good point.
You live under a rock.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You know,
he just doesn't have Chinese apps.
I think it's downloaded, but I don't watch book talk, but I know it's just the literary enthusiasts, you know, circle of it's like their representation on the platform. On the platform.
Yeah.
Just like BookTube on YouTube, Bookify on Spotify, if that's a thing. Book on Facebook.
Book on Facebook.
It's just called book groups.
Book groups.
Yeah.
I don't think it's called book.
If you can hear that in the background, which is kind of hard to do because the mic is kind of...
Yeah, we're adjusting the ottoman here.
Indeed.
Our beautiful sound studio.
My thing.
Our pop filter just took a little plunder there.
Just popped right out of existence. Yes?
Help.
With what?
Assistance is needed, folks. Folks, I tell you what, though.
So you know what book talk is, right?
Yeah, book talk is
Make sure you're twisting it the right way.
Is a concept I'm familiar with at this point, and it does seem like a certain young lady is the subject of today's discussion in this book talk community.
Of a man, if they can't open a jar for you.
That's cancelable.
And
anyway.
there's the mysteries of life.
I can't
Don't you know
statement.
That's why we all get married, so that
I can't
our husbands can open our
Back to
jars.
Audra Winter, ladies and gentlemen.
The more you know. The more you know.
The more you know. The more you know. Anyway, while that's playing in the background, we're going to talk about Audra Winter, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
now, book
right.
talk. It kind of gets a little spicy. I actually watched a video about this literary person that's like has his PhD. He's like a doctor of English or something. He's written some books. He's gone to prestigious academic universities. One of his universities is like in New York or whatever, and he's a big partier and all that, whatever. Anyway,
Doctor of English.
he's got his PhD in English, so there you go.
It's like
Or
the
literary.
doctor is in of English.
Yeah, I don't know. It's English or literary something. I don't know. Anyway, so
Okay, a literary scholar nonetheless.
yes.
He gets deep into the weeds with it.
And he interviews a lot of actors and actresses on the books that they like, and
Yeah.
you'd be surprised on what books they actually read. It's like pretty hard literature right there, not just the I just read Lord of the Rings. No, they read like
I could see that.
it's not just that. They read like very heavy stuff.
No,
Like,
I get it. If I could see a lot of people that pursue that career path have that kind of like creative mindset. So I could see them being into these
anyway,
really, the art of the writing craft kind of thing.
anyway, side tangent. There's a lot
Somewhat
more
relevant, but
It is somewhat relevant, but side tangent. He said that there's a lot more women that A, read books, and B,
never thought
there's like
about
70% of the like actual readers are women, I guess, or something like that. And there's a lot more women on TikTok. So if you combine the two, that's the reason why Book Talk is kind of home to more romantic books, if you will.
Oh,
more of a
I wouldn't call any of those romantic.
rom-com stuff.
not rom-com stuff / very
We're
dramatic
talking about
stuff
They're
as well.
raunchy.
Nikki
And
Boy,
ron- and
Nikki
Some of
Boy,
them are very raunchy.
Yeah.
Nikki Boy Sparks.
It ends with us. Anybody?
I don't even want to.
The
That
pumpkin-
wasn't so raunchy. That was more like
Pumpkin Spice Cafe.
that was more dramatic.
It sounds like something off of Cornhub Live.
There are like 3 hockey books that are popular on TikTok that is mostly about like having sex with hockey players, and it's basically a Hallmark Channel original movie,
But
except with
rated
sex in
R?
it. Yes, and it's
Or X.
yeah. And the Christmas Tree Farm that I actually own. I bought it from Target, and the
Target.
blurb said it was like a Hallmark Channel original movie, but raunchy.
no.
And I was like, oh,
But raunchy.
but raunchy.
That's
Is that
rough.
really what it said?
Yes,
Yikes.
Hilarious.
it is hilarious. That's why I bought it, and it's got a playlist. It's got a Spotify playlist that you can listen to while you read the book.
How can you listen to music
What?
when you read a book?
How can you listen to music while you read the book?
no.
Get in the vibes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
So
could not. My brain could not do that.
special guest appearance from the Nick. Ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause.
No. I get
Okay.
when I see being a guitarist has almost ruined it for me now, where when I don't want to listen to music anymore because it makes me just want to go play it instead, and then I sit there and play it and I'm like, I had some other shit to get done, but I could see that
Anyway,
being a thing for that kind of book.
the Nick will still be in the background. She can still talk if she wants to. But special guest appearance from the Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for her. Yeah. Thank you for the input on the book talk, Nick.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so that's basically what book talk is.
I mean, they are romances. They're like romanticities too. There's a lot of fantasy romance
Oh yes.
books.
Yeah. Yeah,
And that's what's really popular on Book Talk right now.
Yes.
I believe that for
Like
sure.
the ACOTAR books and like all of those. Like, there's a romancing and a fantasy side to it, and people really seem to like it.
Court of Thorns and Roses, Iron Flame. Yeah.
The big dumper, I don't know.
What?
The big dumper.
No, not the Big Dumper. You wish the Big Dumper was popular on book talk, but anyway.
That'd be something. I gotta show you something.
The Plop and Me. An autobiography of the Big Dumper.
Plop at me.
The Plop and Me. A book. And
Taking the dump from within.
the Dump from Within. What?
God.
My life in dumps. Anyway. So that's a very unorganized preface to Audra Winter. Now, Audra Winter is not her real name. That's a literary name,
A pen name.
a pen name, if you will,
You know.
which is what a lot of authors tend to do. And no fault in that, okay? I mean, kindly, of course.
None at all.
I believe J.K. Rowling has a pen name,
I have no idea.
the one who shall not be named because of her views on certain people. Anyway,
Okay.
bounce.
Are we just calling her Voldemort now?
Yeah, we're calling her Voldemort. She that shall not be named. Anyway,
Old noseless.
yes. Anyway, so we're not talking about her. We're talking about Audra Winter, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen.
Also affectionately known as Nosy Voldy.
Yes.
That's funny.
Noseless Voldy.
Nosy
More like.
Nosy Voldy, because he's always searching for his nose.
Aww.
Nosy Voldy.
Nosy Voldy.
Anyway,
What
yeah.
this whole story was about was him searching for his nose, didn't you know?
Oh, okay. And he never found it.
No, he died.
He died. Anyway.
Well, actually, he was killed. Same difference.
Anyway, though, Audra Winter. A lot of people getting their books kind of propped up by book talk.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, Court of Thorns, Roses, Iron Flame, among others. Books that would definitely not see the light of day being published, let alone being this popular. If it weren't for book
see.
talk.
Ah.
Enter Audra Winter, ladies and gentlemen. Audra Winter, apparently, where to start with her?
Interesting character.
Interesting person is more like it. Yeah. So she's been in university. She was at least based in America. I guess the first of her story starts in January of 2021 when she started making TikToks. Or at least, and then she also let people know that she's trying to publish her first quote-unquote book ever, even though she has published her first book in very limited markets while she was in middle school, but stopped printing it, like, I don't know, a year later or something like that. I don't necessarily know why, but that's a good side point there where she actually was published. No one can find this book. I don't even know what this book's about. But she did publish a book, and she wants to be known as an author at this point. We'll get into it. But anyway, book publishing is hard. We'll get into more of the nitty-gritty details later. But she is actually a published author in middle school age. I forget. I don't know. 13, 14, something like that. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's more accomplishment than even Slam would even have.
Okay.
Putting the coffee down. Okay, thank you.
What?
The
It's left hanging.
Skits has coffee now, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to the Nidic. Anyway,
Much appreciated.
January 2021, she starts publishing some TikToks based on her book, Welcome to the World of Guardian. If you know, you know. The Guardian book series, first book, Age of Scorpius. Now,
Yes, I saw that was the name of it.
That's a solid name.
It is.
That's a solid name.
It is a solid name. Yes, she.
At first glance, it
okay,
fits the bill for that crowd.
Yeah.
And
okay. Here's the thing.
You're like, okay, but
Like, if I saw that book and I were more of looking for a new book to read, I would pick it up and look at it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Okay. Marketing aspect, she's really good at. Okay, she's good with the names. She got the TikTok people buzzing with all of her TikToks that she made. You know, doing all this thing. You know, she's a great marketer. I'll give her that. Okay. And she's been writing this since she was 12, and Skits is about to sneeze. May the Lord bless your soul.
thanks.
Anyway.
It had to come out.
Anyway. So, she is about to publish this book called The Age of Scorpius. She's been writing this since she was 12. It's about the Zodiac system. It's based... Okay, have you ever read or watched the Divergent series?
No, I know about the zodiac sign stuff.
Yes, but do you
Not
know...
like a lot, but I know what it is.
Do you know anything about Divergent?
I know it exists.
Now the
and
Nidic
it
is
popular.
Now the Nidic is eating whipped cream from a can.
something.
Actually, I'm giving it to the animals. But
Yes. Anyway. So, heard on story B in the background. Anyway. So, Divergent's all based on, like, this... factions and houses or whatever, basically.
It's a dystopian
It's a
society.
It's like Harry Potter mixed with Hunger Games mixed with, later on in the series, Maze Runner type of stuff.
It's really more.
Oh.
It's less Harry Potter because there's no like.
There's
magic.
there's no magic. There's just houses. It's
Yeah.
houses.
There's divisions.
Houses like Harry Potter. But this one girl, she's Divergent, so she's like all of the factions. My gosh. Anyway,
Oh, I
it's
see.
basically set up like this whole book is basically set up like
That's
Divergent.
the big like thematic thing.
Spoiler
Okay.
alert. Or Divergent.
Doesn't
Spoiler
matter
alert
to
for
me.
Divergent. I mean, if you haven't read it by
Probably
now,
won't- I probably
Well, you
won't
know,
read the
maybe not.
book.
It's essentially a experiment that was set up by the leaders of the world. That was like they were dying out, and so they set up this experiment to see if they could basically make divergence or develop divergence so that the world would be more well-rounded and not die off.
aka
Huh.
So the goal of the world is to create divergent people. However,
Allah.
within this little, like, there's different cities throughout the world. Like, Chicago is one of the places.
Good one.
But, like, within the leaders within the city, within the experiment, think that divergence are bad.
Inside the loop.
Allah.
There you go.
Allah the Maze
Huh.
Runner, if you will.
That's
That's
very similar to me.
very similar.
That does make sense. Okay. So I do get the gist of
I'm
Divergent.
sorry, I couldn't let his terrible explanation
Okay.
of divergence stay there.
Well,
I needed clarification.
A little
what
further
Divergent
clarity.
is
You were
houses of Harry Potter mixed in with the dystopian of Hunger Games mixed in with the story of Maze Runner. I mean,
It
it's
just made no sense. I had to fix it.
okay.
We need to go out on the line and validate that.
What?
Okay,
Your
so-
statement.
Imagine.
His statement or my statement?
Your statement.
Anyway, back to the Age of Scorpius.
That's the Briggs mindset.
Back to the Age of
Yeah.
Scorpius. So,
So
imagine
okay.
imagine the factions, but
yeah.
with the zodiac signs. So Aries,
Ah. Okay.
Aries can show no fear, and
That's
Scorp.
your sign.
Okay, well I have a lot of fear, so that doesn't make that I no. Anyway,
Never said they were accurate.
oh okay. Scorpius, they can show no emotion, so there are a lot of emotion.
That tracks.
Yeah, there's a lot of motion-based things within here.
It's like
yeah,
personality traits.
yes.
People that get big into tattoo art stuff,
Is it all of them or only
they're
one
big
of
into
them?
that. I
Only a
think.
couple of them.
It's supposed to be all of them. I personally haven't read the book. I can't read the book anyway.
What is your sign?
I forget. What is it? Aquarius?
Are you Aquarius?
Is that?
It's
It's whatever
It's
January.
the dawn
I
of
think
Aquarius.
You're before Aquarius, because I'm Aquarius. You're whatever's before Aquarius.
It's the dawn of Aquarius, Aquarius.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because I'm an Aquarius.
This
Alright?
is actually relevant.
is
Yeah,
it
you're
relevant?
Capricorn,
Yes. Capricorn. Okay.
And I'm an Aquarius, and so is my mom.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
my sister's a Sagittarius.
I wonder what Audrey Winter is.
Sagittarius.
I don't know. We should figure out her birthday and figure it out.
We should figure it out. Anyway,
That's relevant.
so Book Talk has blossomed. So she's been posting a lot about her book in January 2021. She got a literary agent. During this time, well, the Sackbuster sacks around. During this time,
That was the dog.
he, during this time, what was I? She was posting about how, okay, here's the first thing that is kind of questionable with her posting.
Yeah.
She posts fan art from her book in 2021,
Right.
even though, A, she has not released she's not released her book yet, and B, she hasn't released a single page of her book yet. So how can fan art exist about her world, about her book, without anything being released from it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a little,
little dicey.
a little sus. That's a little sus, if you will. But anyway.
Sus.
Yes. But anyway.
Sus.
She releases more art from commissioned artwork, which is going to be a pattern
Oh boy.
later on.
I mean,
Kindly, of course.
here comes the monster.
Yeah. And then we fast forward to January 2022,
You're right.
where she signs with a literary agent. Keep this in mind. It's a big plot point in this drama, this story, if you
The
will.
agent. Yes.
Signs with literary agent, disappears off of TikTok. Doesn't really post a whole lot. The only post she really does is a post about getting a tattoo. So, yeah.
Which is fair because, like, she turned 18. What's one of the things you can do when you're 18? Get a tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, no fault in her with that. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, do what you want to do. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
fast forward 2 years to 2024. She reappears and she starts this pity party campaign
Oh boy.
where she just cries and says she was dropped by her literary agent, kind of building her up as the underdog, if you will. Like underdog marketing, basically. And then she makes this infamous TikTok that kind of triggered me into following up with her story here. Okay? Because I have so much to say about this one thing. Here we go. So, she made this TikTok, or in this, there's two sections to her TikToks. One is like pre-Kickstarter, and then post-Kickstarter. We'll do the pre-Kickstarter stuff and then the post-Kickstarter stuff.
Okay.
So, pre-Kickstarter stuff, she says like, "Oh, I'm this underdog. You know, I'm trying to release my creative vision to the masses the way it's supposed to intend, or whatever. No publisher can keep me down. I'm gonna release my book independently. I'm gonna use Kickstarter and all that." Which, by the way, all those people that are trying to indie publish their books, the time is now. Okay, Brandon Sanderson actually got this pretty kind of paved the path for this. Now, I don't know if you know who Brandon Sanderson is.
I've heard the name. I think you've mentioned the name
Oh,
as
yes. He is basically the Stephen King of fantasy, where he just publishes like tomes, huge books, huge sprawling series of books, like at least one a year. Okay, at least one a year. Like Stephen King, who makes a bookie 1 to 2 books a year in horror or anything else. Mostly mystery these days, but still horror every once in a while. Anyway, Brandon Sanderson, during the pandemic,
Okay.
wrote 4 to 5 secret projects.
Huh.
And was going to self-publish and release them on Kickstarter, using his company and all that. So Kickstarter, and because of Brandon Sanderson, and because of all the attention that these books have gotten, this Kickstarter has become kind of like a literary hub of like indie publishing, if you will. So one of these people that wants to self-publish using Kickstarter, Audra Winter, naturally, of course.
Oh yeah.
she's also trying to just be an author. And by the way, being just an author is very, very hard to do.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, Brandon Sanderson, who just publishes a book a year, right?
Right.
He has other jobs other than just being an author. He's a professor at a university, Brigham Young University or something. And he owns his own business. So he's not just an author. If he was just an author, he would probably be starving.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, she's... one of the things that she really leans on with her... with her book, with her pity... With her, I don't want to say pity party. With her, what is it? Underdog story, oh woe is me story, is that the story is mostly like from the perspective of an autistic LGBTQ girl, and it's kind of based off of her as well, because she says many times throughout her TikToks that she is autistic.
Yes.
And she is LGBTQ, and that's totally fine. Whatever.
I mean, it comes from first-hand experience.
Yes.
It's always easy to write about.
And hey, you can tell your story.
Nothing wrong there.
You can tell your story however you want to. No fault in that whatsoever. Okay.
No, not at all.
And she's also, she's using that as part of her some marketing, some of her underdog story. She's also saying how TikTok shadow banned her because of all the time she spent off platform kind of didn't help her at all.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The algorithm kind of shadow bans her and all that type of thing.
But I think part of it already is, it's not like she's the only person that this has ever happened to.
No,
so
but
it comes across that way.
You'll see later. You'll see later. Okay.
I got you.
Then we get to the Kickstarter. I'll explain it further in the Kickstarter after the Kickstarter. So the Kickstarter happens. She does not meet the goal.
Oops.
She asks for $8,000. She gets $3,000. And it's not bad.
Bad chunk of change.
No, but
it's purely donations.
Yeah, but she doesn't. But she doesn't get it.
It's not bad.
She doesn't get it because, if you come with under the amount that you ask, you don't get that money. So she doesn't get the money. So, what happens is, how she becomes relevant is by boosting the TikTok algorithm. You know how to boost the TikTok algorithm?
Absolutely not.
Would you like to learn how?
Absolutely yes.
TikTok Shop. That is the way to boost your algorithm.
Merch outlet.
There are apparently,
to that
according to other people within the book talk community, who are on TikTok far more than I am.
Yes.
Apparently, there are pages that people use, they're not even selling their own crap. They're just putting links to TikTok Shop pages that aren't even their own crap just to boost themselves in the algorithm.
Yeah.
And apparently it works. They're talking about, I don't know, dogs, and then all of a sudden there's
They're like, oh, by the way, you can buy this thing.
Yeah, buy this.
It's only $5 right now because it's on sale. There's ads all over.
Yeah, exactly. There's ads all over TikTok.
That's how TikTok stays in business.
Well, nowadays, yes.
Huh.
Since they introduced it, they are just pounding away at TikTok Shop. It's going insane, right?
In the membrane.
So, what she does is she introduces pre-orders for her book on TikTok Shop. Now, here's the thing.
Yes.
You cannot do pre-orders on TikTok Shop.
Oh.
So,
a bit of a twist here.
But there is a loophole.
A little twisty.
There is a loophole here.
Through all the twists,
You-
there is a hole in the loop.
You pre-order. You pre-order this book. You have to send something to the person buying the thing, and then TikTok sees that as you fulfilling your order or whatever. So she sends out bookmarks. You send in $30 for this book, you get a bookmark. And then later on, when the book is finished and ready to go, then she sends you the book. But also she gets that money, you get a bookmark, and you get your book.
Ah.
So, yeah. That's how she twists and turns the TikTok shop here. And because of this, and because she's back in the algorithm, because TikTok is pushing her content, because TikTok shop, she's got the TikTok shop link, so anything with the TikTok shop link is going to push through. Book talks are soaring because that community just loves their books and loves, their general artiste stuff,
Oh yeah.
Like the genre, like that genre is perfect for book talk. She's just scoring. Yeah. She's just pushing through that algorithm,
It went 3, 2, 1 blast.
Oh, blasting off through that algorithm.
Oh yeah. The clock went TikTok that day.
Which, by the way, all this stuff that I'm saying, right now, okay, it's totally fine.
I agree.
She's
nothing wrong.
She's getting her bag, okay.
Playing by the rules.
Not necessarily playing by the rules, but
more or less.
No.
But kind of in a.
She's doing the grind.
Like cheating the system, but she's not illegally. I don't know. Something like that.
She's doing the grind.
Yeah.
She's making money. She's releasing her book. She's getting popular. All this is fine. Okay, whatever. You may say, oh, well, maybe not necessarily send bookmarks or whatever and just send the book or whatever, that type of thing. But
sure.
I mean, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll get to that. But anyway, we're in the post Kickstarter TikToks now, and there's this one TikTok that I really wanted to specify here.
Okay.
That is within this realm of post Kickstarter and pre-book publishing.
Okay.
And it's something that really is relevant to me and really just grinds my gears. You know what grinds my gears is this TikTok right here. Okay.
There you go.
Peter Griffin. You know what grinds my gears?
Exactly.
Snow on the sidewalk. What's up with that?
Anyway, back to you, Charles.
Yellow snow. I mean, it's not flavored like banana. It's all salty. What the heck? Anyway, back to you, Tom.
Yes. All right, thank you, Peter.
All right, thank you, Peter. Anyway, so there's this. All right, there's this. This is TikTok that shows her she does just a tiny bit of research in high school or whatever, where this one guy in this one book that she read in English class or something says that if you do something for 10,000 hours or 100,000 hours or something, then you are a master of your craft.
Huh.
And apparently, she's been writing this book for 10 years, since she was 12.
Wow.
And if she just calculates 3 hours every day for 10 years, she's well over 100,000 or 10,000 hours or whatever the heck the number is.
And there's
she's quote unquote a master of her craft now.
What I'll say to that is, if it's going to take you that many years to write a book, then that's fine. But I think if that's the case, I wouldn't start advertising it until it's like you're getting close to getting it finished.
Yeah, but we're not talking about necessarily that point yet.
I'm thinking about things. I'm turning into my boss.
Okay.
Thinking about random things through timelines and due dates.
All right. Well, we're not getting to that point yet. We're talking about the fact that she thinks that she is a master of her craft now. Okay, because she's written.
I see the point.
She's wrote.
Yes.
Her book for over 100,000 hours or something. Okay. Okay. Listen.
That's subjective, isn't it?
It is very.
You say it is?
It's very subjective.
Yeah.
And listen. Okay. Just listen to this.
Okay.
She has a minor in English, and she's written a book and published it before, and took it off the shelves, and that's it. I'm just gonna gloat a little bit here, okay?
Okay.
Pat myself on the back here, okay?
Pat away.
I've gone to college for 6 years. I have a bachelor's degree
You do.
in writing and publication.
Yeah.
I've written a
looking
book.
at it.
I've written a book for 12 years. Going on 13 years. I have had multiple stories written and published in newspapers, in magazines, all that stuff. Chastity review, if you will.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff. And I'll tell you, I am not a master of my craft at all. Okay? There is...
I feel that.
No. I will tell you, no, okay? Because here's the thing. You can journal and write for 10,000 hours or whatever, but you're still not a master of your craft. You're a master of journaling. And now the Niddick wants to interrupt you. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know how many hours I have spent in classes, at clinicals, working jobs, 12-hour shifts, 3 days a week, 3 days plus if I pick up shifts. I've been a nurse, officially a nurse, for almost 2.5 years now.
There you go.
So I've probably put in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
I am far from a master.
Yeah, exactly.
I know a lot of ICU things because that's where I've worked. I know nothing about labor and delivery. I know nothing about pediatrics. I know nothing about outpatient services. Like, I don't know much about OR, only my limited experience of getting a patient back from the OR. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
there is no way just this set amount of time makes you a master in your craft.
Yeah. There's
There are nurses
not even for
that
me
have been
either.
nurses for less time than I have that know more than me because they've had different experiences. There are nurses that have been
They know more in a
have
different
been, yeah,
realm.
they've been nurses for longer than I have, but they don't know as much about ICU as I do because we've all had different experiences and different education levels.
Yeah.
So it's not something you can put a finite time on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about what you go through, what you do.
It's the path
what
you take.
experienced. Yeah, it's not about
So I took the
a
industrial
time frame.
path.
Yes, exactly. It's not even me.
And I know that's kind of apples to oranges, but
No, that's
Same principle.
exactly
It's-
right.
Yeah, it's the same principle.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
I would not ever, and I don't think I will ever be a master in my craft at nursing. You're constantly learning new things.
Yep,
And
exactly.
that's how a career should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same
Oh, yeah.
with writing.
Same with
Stephen King is
electrical engineering.
Stephen King's a master of his craft, but he's constantly learning. He's constantly changing. You know.
Trying new things.
I learn something
all that
every
stuff.
day.
Yeah.
Every day.
So
Like, oh, I didn't know that. That's
So-
good to know.
being that you've all she's done really is story build. Okay. Most of it's story building. That's not writing. Okay. You can't use that as part of your 100,000 hours anyway. Okay. Even if you want to take that argument, her argument still doesn't make sense because most of the stuff that she's done is world build. Okay, no, I refuse to believe that. Okay, I've world built and I've written. I'm well above 100,000 hours, and I'll tell you, I'm not a master of my craft. Okay, I'm not a master of Minecraft either. Roasted. Anyway,
I'm definitely not a master in that.
so yeah. Then she comes out with all these. So that's the one TikTok that made me peeved to the point that I just had to research the heck out of this thing because as soon as I heard that, like from one 10-minute YouTube video, I was like, okay, I gotta watch this because this is gonna crash and burn, and I would love to see it crash and burn. Man, I don't want to see her crash and burn because all of our authors need to stick together or whatever. But at the same time,
yeah,
if you're that overly confident in yourself, it's going to crash and burn. It's like seeing a car crash. You can't look away, okay? You just gotta watch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, she comes out with all these pre-orders. She has her Boss Babe, what is it? Her Boss Babe era, if you will.
Oh.
A lot of TikToks or whatever.
I could see that.
Because of all these pre-orders or whatever, she has now quit her job as like I believe it was I think she just graduated and quit her job as a university tour guide.
Yeah, that's a little risky.
And
But okay.
has apparently 6 figures.
Oh.
She has 6 figures from her stuff, okay? And I got the
That's I don't know about that. But
she's saying her content has changed from being an underdog to being, oh, look at me, I'm this great author now. I'm this great businesswoman now, okay? I got so she never gives definite logistics, which is concerning. But she said she fudges the numbers, and she says she has 6,000 to 7,000 pre-orders during this time. And she's charging at least $25 per book.
And TikTok Shop has to be taking a piece of that.
Yes, okay?
yeah.
So
No
in
doubt.
total, I actually did some math with this, and in total, she's making around $150,000 to $187,000
Wow.
based on that. Okay,
Wow.
so that's a lot. So she's reinvesting the stuff that TikTok doesn't make into her own digital creative studio. Okay, I just want you to. This also just irks me.
Yeah.
Guess how many artists she's commissioned in her digital studio?
Oh, you told me the number. It was like 15 or something.
At least 7.
Or 7. Yeah.
Guess
Yeah,
how many?
still.
Guess how many musicians?
3.
3 musicians
I did remember that one.
for a book. What?
I don't.
What?
Is that for the Spotify playlist?
I don't even know.
That actually is now the only valid reason I can think of.
I guess.
Look, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe music for the website.
I think it's just you're saying it like it's something it's not. It's like you're hiring independent artists for, like, musicians for your accompanying Spotify playlist.
And not only that, okay?
So
They
you
are-
gotta define it a little bit.
They're full-time, salaried employees,
like me
which is insane.
in the membrane.
For a book that hasn't even come out.
For a company that is about that book.
A company about this book series, she wants to make it into a series,
Yeah, like-
wants to make it into all this multimedia stuff or whatever, but the book hasn't even come out, and she's already hired well above hundreds of artists. But no, not hundreds. I'm paraphrasing, overreacting. She's hired many artists.
Tens and tens.
Yeah,
Of
she's
them.
at least 2 tens of artists.
Equals
Guess
20.
how many editors she has full time?
1
No,
or 0?
0.
I knew it was one of the binary numbers.
This is
and it was the 0. It was the off state. not the on state.
Yes.
For her editorial presence.
So here's the thing, okay?
Wow.
Every book is different. Every author's editors and all that are different, okay? But the main, after all the research I have done, and after going into having my major bachelor's degree in college being writing and publication.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, but I believe I know.
Toot toot.
Toot toot. But I believe I know
No, I got it.
a lot about this.
Slam is at the stop sign.
Exactly. We're driving into this, kind folks. Yeah, we're
not again.
We're driving into this, kind folks.
Sorry,
So,
I couldn't resist.
thank you. Anyway, so you
Yeah.
need for a novel, a fantasy novel, you need at the very least 3 editors. One's a line editor that's literally there to comma splices, proofreading, whatever. Then
Grammar Nazi.
I don't think you
The
can't.
punctuation.
You can't say that on YouTube, or else we're gonna get demonetized. Thanks for that.
What? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't make YouTube's rules. Okay, you can't say the German N word. Okay, that ends with an I.
I suppose
you can't
that's
say
fair, but
Hey, you be surprised. Okay. Anyway, the grammar.
did not know that.
The grammar.
Good to know.
Yeah, the grammar mean person. There we go.
The the grammar tater.
Yes. Grammar dictator. You can say dictator, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine.
I guess it is. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. Whatever.
So
I'll take it.
then there's like a
Who's editor number 2? Is this like the plot editor?
basically it's like the story editor. It's like okay, this doesn't make sense because this happened here. So why is this happening again? That type of thing. So it's like for instance, Lord of the Rings, right? Say Frodo gets the ring. He finds the ring. He picks up the ring.
Yeah, Gollum's precious.
Yes, he picks up the ring from Bilbo's envelope or whatever. But then he's in the Prancing Pony, and all of a sudden he gets the ring again. A story editor would be like, "Oh, wait, why is this happening here when it already happened over here?" That type of thing. Then there is at least one beta reader that reads the book and no context, no nothing, be like, this book is good, this book is bad, that type of thing, right? Like it's test marketing your movie to audiences, right?
Right. You're proving the concept before
yes apparently
making your move.
So apparently there were very small amount of editing done with her book.
Oh boy.
Like she's mentioned some editors, but there wasn't a full-time named editor on her book like there were like the 20 artists that she's got in her digital studio. Okay, she doesn't. Not one editor. That's changed now, but we'll get to it anyway.
Yeah.
She also through this she's saying she's a child prodigy and all that she's this is the whole middle school thing of like, oh yeah, I published a book in middle school or whatever and all that type of thing.
See, but then for that statement in itself, I could see it being like if I went up to someone and said, I happen to be mechanically inclined.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
Anyway. I don't know if it's really. I guess it's more like the way you say it.
Yeah.
I get the feeling she said it in a way that made people feel a little
talked down to. Yes.
Now, it's probably not that. It's probably that's one of the things with people that deal with autism.
Yes, it is very unfortunate. Yes,
it can be a superpower.
It can be a superpower.
But it can be misinterpreted as being overly direct and.
Yes, I know someone who is
it's
also.
Okay. I can forgive that.
I know someone who loves reading, and he is identified as autistic. And I told him this story, and he was like, "Dude, what the heck, bruh."
Like he didn't. He was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah. He like screamed like. Well, I told him this one thing that happened as well. Like he literally just was like taken aback. He was like, "What the heck, dude?" All right, so
Wow.
you know how she edits her book too, and she's told this. She said this story as well through these TikToks. There's a lot of TikToks. There's a lot of stuff that we have to read through.
I can imagine.
Another thing that she said was that she's made drafts of her story.
Yeah.
How do you draft a story, son? I'm going to ask you.
How do I draft the story?
How do you draft an essay, or how do you draft something you write? I'm going to ask someone who is not English inclined, but
I had more of that than you may think.
yes, in the academy. Yes, the academy. Yes.
Freaking shoved it down our throats.
Exactly.
And,
that's why
had no STEM stuff for
exactly
the longest time.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you this. So
I would start with
how do you revise and edit, draft your essays?
I would say I always started with the first draft and had the editing down the road, of course, but when I would start the draft, I would start specifically with the first paragraph. And, a big thing I always learned was about the thesis statement.
Okay, it's a little too...
That's too detailed.
That's a little too detailed, yes. Just tell me...
The academy, I'm telling you.
Tell me how you edit. What changes from a first draft to a second draft?
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Okay, so... Mainly for me, personally, and granted everyone's different, I tend to go through all the spell check alerts and check the grammar.
Yeah, and then you edit it, right?
That's the editing I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's your second draft.
That's my main thing. I don't know, when I write something, I almost feel like that is the statement as it came from within, and that's how I want to say it. But
so you take the criticism, you edit that one paper.
Yeah,
and that's your second.
If you do a peer review thing,
and that's your second
draft.
Yes,
could be the final.
It could be the final draft, but that is a second
class.
That is a second draft. Yes,
that's right.
So she says that she's had 6 drafts of her book.
Oh yeah, and tell us.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I already know, but tell us what
this is the one that
each draft actually is.
This is the one that my friend, who's also an author, just literally screamed. Was like, bruh,
what the dump?
Exactly. She writes her book. She writes the book from page 1 to the ending page. Throws it away and rewrites it. That is not just no. What the heck? And she did this 6 times. She did not have anyone edit it, or if she did have someone edit it, she didn't take any of the criticism.
Wow.
She just literally, if there was something wrong with it, she rewrote it. She rewrote it all again from scratch from the start. What in the ass?
What in the ass, indeed?
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. That's literally stupid. Or no, that's... She's not stupid. The,
Oh no,
I should be more specific here. She's not stupid. That act is just crazy. It's absolutely insane. Okay. Here we are. June 2025.
Oh boy. Where are we at now?
The book comes out. She's been just banging out the marketing on TikTok. Everyone's excited for it. Everyone's hyped. Book Talk is ready to review her book. It comes out. And it is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah,
It is.
The reviews I saw were bad.
Yes,
They were pretty
is. And
Yikes.
it's difficult to say this, but it's almost literally crucified in how awful
No, that's
and terrible
about
it is.
right. I didn't see anything that broke 2 out of 5 stars. I
Yeah,
believe.
it's lower than 2 stars. Okay,
It was on the higher end of the 1 point whatever.
actually.
spectrum.
Let me just look this up real quick on Goodreads because it may have. Oh yeah, actually, Goodreads has kind of changed their thing a bit where.
I want to know what Goodreads scored it as.
Okay, the Nidic wants to know what Goodreads is.
I'm
So
curious
I know
also.
what Goodreads is. I want to know what its score is.
yeah, so
Let's
Goodreads actually
lady.
stopped accepting reviews because they thought it was getting bombed.
Wow.
Like they literally stopped the score from going super low. The Age of
Yikes.
Scorpius by Audra Winter. There it is. It is 1.56
That's about what I saw.
out of 5 stars.
About a 1.6, 1.8 kind of stuff.
Let me see here. What is the score for 50? One of the worst books I've ever read. 50 Shades of Grey. There we go. 3.67. Okay? If 50 Shades of Grey has 3.67.
That's pretty bad for a book that has such a cult following behind it.
What, 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, I remember.
But still,
the ladies.
it's
were,
above.
I mean,
It's above the middle mark of star ratings, okay? It's basically a 6 out of 10.
wow,
And that is one of the worst books I have ever read in my life.
it's something.
The Age of Scorpius is lower than that.
Yeah.
That is insane, okay? So, yeah, I just needed to share that with you guys because that's this. Yeah, and Goodreads paused it because the reviews were so bad.
Oh wow.
And the worst part of all this is that she was looking for editors in February of 2025. And the original release date for this book was supposed to be in May. No, that is impossible. You cannot do that.
In May of this year.
Yes, May of 2025.
Oh.
She was looking for editors in February of 2025.
Oh yeah, I don't
Like,
think that's the right. sequence
March,
of
April,
events.
May. 3 months? You cannot do this in
No,
3 months.
That's the wrong.
A person
order of
cannot
events.
edit a huge ass fantasy novel correctly. A person cannot proofread or edit a huge ass fantasy novel in 3 months, okay? Accurately and well done? No, that's impossible. And then it might take them 2 months to just edit to do one read through of proofreading, and then maybe another month, then maybe 2 more months for Audra Winter to, if she took the criticism, do all the edits, and then they gotta do it again. And they gotta do it again, okay? To make sure that everything gets through. And make sure that all the proofreading is correct, and everything is good and ready to go. No. 3 months is impossible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did all that. So after the book comes out, she basically gaslights
Oh no.
this one thing, because initially when the book came
Lighting
out,
the lantern.
yeah,
Will.
I'm not gonna say his name, but because I don't want more negative attention toward him for no reason. But she basically said that all the reviews were good up until this one guy posted on TikTok that her book sucked, and then the ratings just tanked. When in actuality, even if he did read her book, he did not mention the name of her book nor her name. So how in that? So yeah, there's no way. And also, he has like 200 subscribers on TikTok. You know how, like, it's almost impossible to, first of all, it's possible to have 200 followers on TikTok because everyone, if you're constantly posting, you have at least 1,000, okay? So there's that. B, if a person only had 200 followers on TikTok, how would all the ratings then all of a sudden just turn bad?
Yeah.
You know?
That is true.
So, yeah, she comes out and says that the second TikTok that really irked me was the fact that she basically said that all the people are basically, I'm paraphrasing, but it comes across this way, where she's entitled for people to buy her book, or else she's going to self-delete herself.
Ah.
And everyone's entitled to do that. No one's entitled to buy your book, okay? I'm just saying it. No one's entitled to buy your book.
That just sounds so broken.
It sounds so entitled. It's insane, okay?
Like there's definitely a disconnect somewhere, I think,
Yes.
in her understanding of things.
Yes, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And
Yeah.
she's gone off the deep end. Yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to see. And not only that, but honestly, because her book sucks so much and because she's got so much notoriety here, she's kind of blew it up for indie authors as well. Because indie authors it's very hard to get a book indie published to begin with and have it, pop off. But since her book popped off and her book sucks this bad, and she's not taking accountability for it, yeah, it's literally nothing. Like, it's going to take even harder work for indie authors to get their books published.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is some good news.
Okay.
She has taken the criticism, supposedly. She said she's taken the criticism. And now, she apparently was looking for editors from her fan base to edit her book. This is a problem. Because
Seems a little
biased, and these are, you don't know. You need expert editors to edit your book. Don't just get some trolls on the internet to do it.
Or
Okay,
someone who does it professionally.
you need someone to do it professionally.
Even if it's their first day on the job.
At least, But anyway.
You gotta start somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to even mention. She kept up... Another lie, she said. Like, throughout this whole thing, she was like, oh, yeah, I got the editor from the Hunger Games or whatever to help edit my book. Fast forward, she said, no, I'm not going to do any whatever. But then she's hired this editor from the Hunger Games or whatever. When in actuality, he was never an editor from the Hunger Games. He was a marketing analysis.
Marketing analyst?
Whatever. For the Hunger Games. That is now editing her book. So, yeah. Another lie. Another fake news, if you will. Anyway.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
Huh.
And this editor...
Oh, yeah.
has said that it's all the previous editor's fault because they didn't go into any of what she needed to do, Audra needed to do in order to, get the book taken care of or whatever and ready for publishing.
Yep.
When in actuality, yes, they did. That's what the editors were assigned to do. That's what they did. Now she's blaming her previous editors, which sucks. And now she's saying, oh, we're going to re-edit this book, and we're going to include sprayed edges, more artwork for this book. Bruh. What the heck? No.
What the helly? That's what the kids say these days.
What the helly?
6'7",
Bruh.
what the helly?
6'7", what the helly over here, kind folks? That's not the issue. The issue is that there's too much artwork and not enough editing for your words. Why are you putting more artwork into your book?
When the whole point of the project is the words.
Exactly.
In the first place.
So here's another thing. During this whole pre-publishing, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm reinventing the book where images are going to tie into the words." When in actuality, she's reinventing it. She's doing a whole new thing. Okay,
I get. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Hear me out a little bit here. Reminds me of Eddie Van Halen a little bit, where he really reinvented playing electric guitar with like stuff that no one had ever done before, and now like tapping where it's like, that's something that he basically kind of had that mindset.
But he actually did reinvent guitar playing, correct? Did he actually?
In that sense, yeah.
Did he actually reinvent?
Not like the whole thing's a new instrument, but
yeah, but he actually did introduce.
He introduced new techniques. He definitely brought something to the table. I think that's where Audra's. I think that's what she sees it as, but
that's what she sees it as. But guess what?
I don't know if it's
another lie, another fake news. Oh, because this type of novel already exists.
Comic books, sort of.
We'll get to that, but in actuality, there are novels where there are images that help with the storytelling. Okay? Mm-hmm. There are images that you can take out of the novel, and it can still work as a novel, and there's still images in there, yes, but there's also images that work with the novel, and if you take them out, yeah. Also, like you previously suggested, comic books and graphic novels.
Including manga.
Manga. Okay? And speaking of which, actually, there is a Japanese author that uses sort of the same stuff that Audra was trying to do, where using images to help tell the story. I forget his name, but again, Jack Edwards, that guy that has like a PhD in English or whatever, he mentioned someone, I forget the name of him, but they do exist, okay?
Yeah.
So, once again, another lie. Once again, shows the fact that she hasn't read a whole lot, because if she read a whole lot, then she would know that this type of thing exists and how to do it better, you know? Like, for instance, if you want to become a movie fan, you want to become a director, what's the first thing you need to do? You need to watch other great samples of filmmaking, and then not necessarily copy that, but, you know, use that as inspiration, you know?
That critical, as I've learned in recent times, you know, in your early phases of your career, you know, even like out of college, you know, it is really beneficial to have someone around that can give you like mentorship.
Yeah.
In that sense, to
Like-
kind of like this is the way.
Yeah.
Just
This
like
is
the Mandalorian.
the Mandalorian himself. And
Things really changed around here.
yes, anyway. It's sort of like with Jean-Luc Godard, who directed Breathless, which is a...
Jean-Luc?
Yes, Jean-Luc Godard, who directed Breathless, which is one of the most influential films ever made. He was constantly quoting directors. He was a giant movie fan. One of his favorite films was Citizen Kane, okay? He did his background. He knew basically a lot about film, okay? And he made that movie and basically reinvented film as a result, okay? But you see, he could do that because he knew a whole lot about movies and a whole lot about movie making. It seems like she hasn't read a whole lot. I could be wrong, but it seems like she hasn't read a whole lot. Otherwise, she would know that it exists. And you want to do it a little bit easier, there's the graphic novel. Okay? That actually...
Okay.
Guys!
Alright, guys. Clean it up.
Anyway. So... more artwork, as per usual. She's looking at republishing her book in December of 2025. We are literally 15, as of this recording, 15 days away. It's November 15th. We are 15 days away from December. We'll put a pin in that. Anyway.
Bookmarked.
She is going to, every month apparently,
Yeah.
she wants to put out a chapter on her Patreon with re-edited stuff to let everyone know that it's coming along and it's becoming better.
Huh.
Which,
Intriguing.
it is good, which, yeah, it could work.
Maybe so.
But again, she published this in like June of 2025 or July of 2025. It was August of 2025.
Ah.
Once again,
That was a hectic
she's going too fast. You can't edit. With the amount of edits that this book needs, you cannot edit this huge ass novel from August to December. You need to push it. Maybe March of 2026. Maybe, okay? But from August to December, absolutely not. And it shows. It's been shown here because she uploaded the re-edited first chapter on her Patreon. And the Patreon, and from the looks of it, it's 1,000 times better. That chapter from the the first published chapter, the re-edited chapter is 1,000 times better. It's still not good. It still needs a lot of edits. But it's better. Then she uploaded chapter 2, and now she's stalled on it. Because now she realizes, oh wait, I can't get this delivered by December. I can't get this done.
And somehow this suddenly is eerily similar to what goes on in my day-to-day work life. Mm-hmm. You're always...
It's what goes on with everybody, but at the same time...
It's like always about that timeline and the planning out.
Yes, but if
I've
you
been
are...
really trying to embrace that a lot lately.
But if you do your research...
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
Plan accordingly. Have backup plans to your backup plans. Then you will be fine.
This may be more of a scientific thing, but having evidence, being able to support your claims.
Well, that's what she was doing with the chapter upload on her Patreon, but that's stalled.
So,
it's stalled. So she can't show.
Something happened there.
She figured out that she can't deliver a chapter a month. It can't happen that fast.
Oh, so she probably did something.
She hasn't come out and said anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
Maybe reacted to it. But,
Anyway, her content now has shifted yet again from being an author, like author first and foremost, to now being an entrepreneur and then an author.
I think if she would have done that in the first place, that she might have been better off.
Perhaps.
It really
but
seems
if you're trying,
like she's got the knack for entrepreneurship. But
she's got the knack for marketing.
Yeah.
Maybe not for her entrepreneurship, necessarily, because now she's looking... There was a post that's now looking for angel investors for her creative studio. Looking for like a stake in her company. Let me tell you something.
I think she's still...
I'm also a business minor, so I can tell you that if you are looking for investors, let me just say this, and then you can continue with your thought. I just need to get this out.
That's all good.
With this business, so if an investor comes in and even takes, I don't know, 2% of your company, you got to go through them, and they're going to give you a lot of critiques, and you will have to take them because it is their money, and they will pull out of your company if they don't see you taking their critiques. And she is known to not take critiques that well.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
So, who knows? Rich people be crazy, okay? There could be some rich person in this world that's just like, hey, you know what? I'll give you $2.2 billion for 99% of your company. And she'd be like, all right. But then she will literally have to do everything for this person.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue with what you were saying.
I forgot where I was going with that. That was quite the in-depth analysis there.
Indeed.
It's all right.
So, later on, she has stopped taking criticism from her patrons, which is, again, another red flag, because you are in a creative space, there are people that are going to say, there's a lot of people out there, right? And most of the critiques have been nice, have been pleasant. There have been maybe a few that are mean, but overall, they've been, the book talk community's been nice to her, okay? They've been calm and cool. They haven't, crucified her or whatever.
Yeah.
They crucified the book. They haven't crucified her. But who knows? Maybe there's some other, things or whatever. She's not taking any other critiques, reading critiques from any of her, what is it? Her comment section on TikTok or whatever. And now she said that the Patreon is going to be no more comments on the Patreon, or else you're going to get banned, basically.
See, now it's getting kind of toxic.
Yeah, because for mental health or whatever. Also, some rumors have been circulating through the book talk community that she's moving to Finland to be close to one of her, I think it is her editor named, I think it's Sunny? Something like that. Okay. And it's because she thinks of all the stuff that's going on in America right now. She blames the toxic stuff or whatever and all that. And I'll tell you, if she's going to keep her company or whatever, she has to list that in Finland. Like, going to Finland, you can't just move to Finland. You got to be they're vetting people. So you got to make a certain amount of money in order to move to Finland. Or move most places in Europe. And if you own a company, which she does, you gotta make a certain amount of money. If she doesn't make that certain amount of money, then she can't move to Finland, okay? So something's gotta happen there. And... gosh.
A cough-worthy rabbit hole indeed.
As of this recording, that is it.
Wow.
For Audra Winter. And
that is...
And the epic that is...
a lot of lore.
The epic that's a lot of lore. Welcome to the world of Guardian, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
That's getting up there with Five Nights at Freddy's fan fiction.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone down lores that are longer than this, okay? But this is very personal for me because, once again, I'm an author. I plan on, publishing a series of novels, hopefully before I die, which is probably not going to happen, but, whatever. You can only dream. But
yeah, you never know.
I plan on publishing books or whatever. That's my goal in life, and this is very similar to my aspect of it because I wrote it since I was in high school, and now I'm 28 years old. And yeah, I've written it longer than she has. I try not to be pompous about it.
I remember the Notebook.
Yes, the Notebook's still here, thank God. But anyway.
I'm sure that's kind of
an
old notebook.
It is an old notebook. There are more notebooks.
Oh, it's expanded into multiple books.
Yes.
Now it's its own series of notebooks.
It's a lot of notebooks, but anyway.
Oh boy.
So
that's funny. Yeah. Wow.
I wrote all this. Plan on publishing it, but yeah, it's kind of a cautionary tale, at least for me. At least I think of it. Here's the thing. I wish nothing but the best for Audra Winter. I really do, okay? I think she needs to take better criticism because I've had to learn this throughout my life. You need to take criticism or else you won't be able to grow. You're constantly growing. You're constantly learning. That's the way humans are. The moment you stop growing, you stop learning, and you take criticism is the day you die, okay? if you don't take criticism, then your book is going to suffer yet again. Okay. So take the criticism. If she takes the criticism and she gets in tune with more editors, focuses up on publishing a good book and a good story rather than just leaning into all this artwork and all this music and all this other extra crap. Marketing the heck out of it, which, yes, you should do, but at the same time, make sure your story's good. That's the cornerstone. That's the foundation. Do all the other stuff when you're done. When the story's good and you're gaining momentum, okay?
Right.
I mean, Court of Thorns and Roses, that's not really a good book, necessarily, but it's gone through all the edits, gone through all the publishing stuff, and it's actually readable, okay? If you do all that stuff, then you'll be golden, okay? Once again, more power to her. Hope she's, gets published again. The World of Guardian, Age of Scorpius. Hopefully the book series actually becomes a series and all that, but at the same time, yeah.
Yep. I'd love to see her be successful. I think, just like you said, a lot of the critiquing is meant with good intentions. Sorry, Ned Flanders, if that makes you mad.
Ned Flanders.
Good intentions.
What?
You know that episode where he's like, calm down, diddly, 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 diddly. It gotta be nice, diddly, diddly, diddly.
Oh, yeah, where he has a crash out.
He's like, oh, diddly, ding, dong, hell, crap, whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But
he wasn't taking critiques. His whole life was just tumbling apart. Which her life was tumbling apart too.
I was literally talking about the good intentions phrase.
Oh, yes, okay.
Good intentions. So that's all it is, though. It's intended to help you get to the path of success.
Yes.
It's like, great job.
Now, granted,
you're doing great here. Maybe try this as a different approach. See how we do. Check back in soon.
Yes.
Best skits.
All right. Final thoughts on Audra Winter. So.
Well, that's a very. She's a very complex individual. I think there's a mental health side to this for sure on her end.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's an underlying
mental health is in
I
being
get that.
Mental health is being kind of overly strained or whatever. Her mental health comes first and foremost, yes.
And on top of that, I think she might be misinformed. What she believes to be true from her perspective may not quite be reality.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main thing I can see from this.
Yeah, that's one of the things too. Like, if you tell your kid,
it makes me wonder if people are taking advantage of her.
Maybe, I don't know. It's like the parents are. A lot of videos are maybe the parents are just saying, "Oh yeah, kid, your writing is so beautiful and great. You're a child prodigy or whatever, that type of thing." And she takes that to heart, and she's just like, "Well, since I'm a child prodigy, might as well just go out and leash them on the masses."
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm the greatest author of all time. And actually, she's not.
Oh,
but anyway, though, guys.
Yeah, sadly, that might be part of it.
That is sad. All the best to her. Once again, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
stories,
have any reason
once
to
again,
dislike her.
The Nidic said she's interested in reading the story. Just take the criticism, because
it's a good start. The core of it's there.
The core of it is there.
You gotta develop it.
Just take the criticism. It's okay. Everyone takes criticism. Even Jean-Luc Godard took criticism from Breathless, okay? He didn't take a lot of it, but he did take some of it, okay? Just at least take some of it, for the love of all things holy, okay? Anyway, though, that's it for Audra Winter and that old drama. What
Oh,
did you
boy.
What do you think, ladies and gents?
Yes.
Comment, let us know. No, don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell. More vids coming your way. Son, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I'll end it off here with good luck, Audrey. Keep at it. Don't give up on your dreams. Just make sure to check in with reality from time to time. It's easy to get sidetracked there, but
Indeed. And hey,
go for it.
yeah, Audrey, just keep doing what you're doing. Or no, don't keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving for your dreams, but please take some criticism. It from trusted people, it helps. Trust me. And with all that, I'm slamming this to skits, and hey, take care, guys.
That was rad.